Far away, guys. Let's go.
How's it feel, Perry, to get the first game out?
I mean, it feels good. We've been practicing since summer, so I mean, it was good to play somebody new. It was good to get that first game out the way.
Andrew, can you talk about your improved play this season? You seem like a much more confident player.
Starting as soon as we lost to Michigan, I just, recommitted myself to working, tried to emphasize on some things that I'm not good at, ball handling. I want to get my body a little better, get faster, lateral speed, and just doing whatever I had to do to help this team. And, now hustle is something that has really improved my game. So it might look like it's a big skill advantage that I have this year, but it's really just the hustle, making plays on defense, things like that to help the team.
Naadir, Coach Silk earlier this week talked about the new rules and how he thought there would be more fouls and more free throws, but that first half, was it a little frustrating with all the fouling?
It's been tough. We try to work on it as practice as much as we can, but we're so used to getting up on guys and kind of pushing guys off and then having to adjust to this. But that's why we have a couple more practices to go before we play another game. So we just gonna have to keep on working on moving our feet and not using our hands.
Naadir, how did you guys play tonight as a team?
I felt we did all right. Second half, I felt we did much better. But it's a lot of young dudes, a lot of dudes, nervous, trying to get into the flow of the game. But as in all, I think we at least we tried to go out there and play hard, and we won. So that's the most important thing.
Andrew, last play of the first half, you kind of took off down the court, score on dunk with 3 seconds left. Is that one of those plays where maybe that hustle is exhibited, and what do you remember from that?
Yeah, definitely. Coach tells the wings to always run the floor hard, and he says, run, touch the baseline, whether you have a basket or not. So that's something I kind of taking pride in, really listen to Coach with that point. So I saw we got a rebound, and I just put my head down, took off running. Coach says your first 3 steps, you need to take off. And, my point guard, Naadir, had his eyes up and found me for a dunk. Great team play, but that's just something the coach tells us to do every day. Screams for us to run the floor. So that's what I did, and it paid off, thanks to Naadir.
Tell us how far away are you guys from being where you need to be?
Well, we're very far away. If you couldn't tell from the game, we had a lot of mislaps defensively and offensively as well. We still new, still is a whole new team. We still got to get used to each other and playing with guys, but it's a process with this in the basketball game. So, if we come in and we make sure we work every day, I feel like by the time, it gets into, mid-season, I feel like we would be what we need to.
Yeah, and I feel it's a lot more things that we need to learn defensively. It's a lot of little things that we really have to emphasize on, and that'll really help us, but it just takes time.
Andrew, how did you feel the freshmen played? Did they seem nervous going into tonight?
I think all the way around, a little nervousness, but that's normal. You would expect for the first couple minutes not to be sharp, but I think, guys found a comfort level, after the first 5 minutes and kind of worked us up into the flow of the game. So I think all the way around, they played well. Just looking at the stats, got some guys did some good things, and they played hard. I didn't see any selfishness all the way around, which is big for, seeing how our freshman class has a lot of firepower. So, it's a work in progress with them and everybody else.
Naadir, did you think Wiggins was nervous? Did you say anything to him before that?
He was definitely nervous. It's only right for you to be nervous, but I felt like once he got in there, ran up and down a couple times, he started to get loose, and first half went by. As soon as we got into locker room, I said, we got the first half under our belt now, fellas. So we should come out with much more intensity and be able to play much more loose, and I feel like he did the second half.
Naadir, you're a junior. You've been here for a long time. Can you just describe what you see in Andrew Wiggins' game as a young kid coming in?
I see him just, we want him to be much more aggressive. He's kind of laid back, but that's also a good thing because he also tries to find his teammates, and he's not a selfish dude at all. But I see the highest of the high with him. From practice that he's shown a couple times, and just from this game that he's seen, you saw a couple little spurts of what he can do. So I just feel like if we keep on pushing him as a team, and I try to push him as well, and coach, and everybody would just come together as one, I think him and as well as everybody else, we can be where we need to be.
What do you think of Jamari's pass on that dunk? Did you know he could lay it up that soft for Wiggins?
That's something we work on in practice. it's a pass that guards and bigs have to be able to make, big to big passes, big to guard passes, and that's the play that we run. So the big has to be able to make that pass, and he did his thing.
With your 19 turnovers tonight, but you had none, do you feel like you're that kind of, have to be that calming?
I had one turnover, but you know, everybody's just trying to be aggressive. Coach tells everybody to go out there and play aggressive. So, you know, some plays are gonna turn the ball over, but you know, I just try to be as poised as I can. You know, like you said, being a junior and trying to be the leader of the team, and that's just what I'm gonna try to do every night.
Was that the pass to Jamari to Andrew? Was that a set play, and was that maybe something maybe thought if you get him one of those would calm him down a little bit?
Yeah, that is a set play. Don't tell nobody.
Anything else, guys?
Andrew, is it weird that you go up and shoot at midnight sometimes in the off season, and did you just want it that bad? You'll do stuff like that?
Yeah, on the weekends, I usually go in, 11 o'clock, midnight. That's just what I like to do. That's just like how I like to spend my weekends. I've done that at a young age. I just like being in the gym, late. It's not to get any recognition or, get the word out that I'm in the gym doing this and that. I just like being in the gym, and at night, I feel like it's a calm atmosphere for me to just go in, work on some things, do what I need to do. So, yeah, I've become a big fan of the, late night workouts.
Those other things you talked about, the hustle and are those things you had that with more playing time we'd have got a chance to see last year, or do you think those are still be really enhanced?
Last year, I think I played real hard. I tried hard in practice every day. You just learn new things. This year, I know how to, read somebody when they're getting ready to make a handoff, so I can blow up a dribble handoff, get a steal. I'm faster jumping to the ball and help defense. It wasn't a matter of a big effort jump. It was just, you just become more aware of what's going on, the more experience you get. So I just try to see things, a little early, try to be in position, and just focus a lot more, because now I have younger guys that are looking up to me. So, I need to try to do my stuff right. So that's a big part of it too, leadership.
All right, fellas.